Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Agiam, to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth and faith and in sincerity. I'm the bros from Olive from the GMS Houston camp. And this lesson is basically going to be going into faith. And this is based on a conversation, that me and two other brothers had. One from my camp, right, Karabad, and another brother from Cleveland. We was basically going in the faith in Abraham. You see how that, the Most High came to Abraham to tell him to sacrifice his son, to kill Isaac. Right after all that he told him, that his covenant, right, was going to be with Isaac, right? He was going to be dealing with Isaac, you see, and that this was the son that was promised to him before time. Moses said, "Look, I'm gonna give you a son, this and that. Hey, your seed gonna be as the sand of the sea. You see, it's gonna be as the multitude of the stars." Right? He told him all of this, and then one day, go kill him. You see? And this is what the lesson is gonna be going into, man, just that time. And this lesson gonna be real quick, because I'm on my lunch break. I've been on it for quite some time already, I'll go back in a little bit. But yeah, and believe that account is in Genesis, the 22nd chapter. You see? But, we're just going to get into why Abraham he did it willingly. Like, he didn't buck up against the Most High. It's not written that he, cursed the Most High, or how could you do this? How could you make me do this? And this and that. Nah, it said he was about to just take care of his business. Right? And the Most High stopped him, you see? Because it was all a test of his faith. And, Abraham was regarded as a friend, and his face. Well, Abraham was regarded as a friend of the Most High, and his faith also was accounted as righteousness. You see, but let's get the definition of faith. Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So hoping for something that you do not see. See? Hoping for something that you don't just have physical evidence of. Like you can't just manifest it, right? You can't touch it. It's not tangible. It's all in your belief. You believe something will happen. See? Even though if it's looking like it's not, right? No matter what the situation is, you believe in a certain outcome. That's faith. And this is a strong tool in the spirit that we have to utilize. Right? Faith. That's what it's going to take to make it through all of this, make it through all the hell that's coming down, make it through all our trials and tribulations. You see, certain days when the Most High putting us to the test, see, just like he did Abraham, it's going to take faith, right? Believing in something that we don't see, but just knowing that the Most High going to handle everything. This is Hebrews 11:6, it says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him." So without faith you cannot please the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Alright, this is his true name. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So you got to believe in the Most High, that he's able to give you what you need and reward you. right? Take care of you in the spirit, all of these things. You see, and this is what was on Abraham's mind. Because you go around to Hebrews 11 and 17, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. So the Lord told Abraham, go and sacrifice Isaac. Go kill your son, your only son, which really, he wasn't the only son, you see, but he was the chosen one, right? Because, hey, you still had Ishmael, you see, and also Abraham had other kids as well, you see, but Isaac is still known as the only begotten son because he's the chosen one. He's the one that the Lord is dealing with. That's that chosen line. All right, he even said his covenant wasn't going to be with Ishmael, right? That his covenant was going to be with Isaac, right? And the 6 sons of Keturah, they hardly ever mentioned. You see, so that's to tell you a lot. Right, but it says, by faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises, offered up his only begotten son. You see, so he received the promises. The Most High promised him that he was going to be dealing with Isaac. Right, he made a promise, and the Most High is not going to break that promise. Right, Scripture say the Most High is not a man that should lie. Hey, Abraham had full faith in the Most High's word. You see? But it says, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, you see? So his seed was going to come through Isaac. But now the Most High saying, hey, kill him. He know the Most High ain't unrighteous. He know the Most High he ain't no evil, wicked power. So, hey, Abraham, hey, he knew it was more to it, right, than what was known. See, than what he could possibly understand. You see, he didn't know why that the Most High was telling him this, but he went and did it, right? Or was about to do it. You see, because he still had faith in the Most High's word, right? So much that he believed this, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead. So he believed that the Most High would raise Isaac from the dead. Because you made all these good promises to me. You told me my seed was going to be this, my seed was going to be that. Okay, I still believe in that. I still believe that you're going to do that, even though you're telling me that. So you're going to have to raise him from the dead. He believed that the Most High was going to bring him back to fulfill all those promises. Hey, and that's cool, man. Hey, because, hey, if you couldn't receive it, the Most High did bring him back. He died, and he was sacrificed, and he brought him back in another lifetime as Yahushua. All right, that's what I said. Even, it says, from whence also he receives them in a figure. So all of that was symbolic for what was going to happen in the future. Hey, but, man, that wasn't known. People been raised from the dead. Abraham believed in that. Abraham believed that the Most High was going to raise us from the dead, even before he ever even seen something like that, heard of something like that. You see? We preach things and believe in the things that we hear. It says faith coming by hearing. Right? But hey, Abraham had that faith. You see, anybody have to tell him, you know, oh, the Lord, he was raising, or the Most High raised people from the dead, this and that. He did this and he can do this and that. Right? Hey, people, that wasn't going on. You see, but Abraham believed that the Most High can do it. Right? Because the scripture say ain't nothing impossible with the Heavenly Father. So that's the same faith that we gotta have, man. That's that solid faith. That's that champion faith. Right? That unbreakable faith. And no matter what the Most High put you through, you still got faith in His word. Right? So, I hope this lesson was edifying. Right? With that, I'm going to say shalom.